show. Look into the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone. He said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down. Soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brady to throw on second down. Allen's got it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. Shotgun now for Brady. He completes it right side of the lane. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Dante Hightower not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, slow down. 14. Ready. Double waiting. All right, 2. 11. Second.
From the gun, it's Breeze. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New England Patriots taking over on offense, and 3 weeks in, I don't think many people saw them at 1-2, Charles. And this is an interesting note, back-to-back losses by 10 or more points for the first time since 2002.
I don't normally do a bunch of numbers when it comes to New England. The only number that matters is the number of Super Bowl rings. But what you brought up is very interesting. Minus 20 in scoring differential through their first 3 games, and that's their worst since 1995. So a lot of negative numbers showing up on the side of New England at this point. But do we believe it'll continue this way? I certainly don't.
I don't. At least not for long. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady on the left side. A catch by White. And some space here. There he goes left side. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now on fourth down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the pass 3. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Trying to lay one up. This is taken in. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one goes for 36 yards. Breeze now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And Watson has it right side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Ready? 90.
On second down, here's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be
looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And some room to work. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He was looking for Gronk that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn as the first half is winding down. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. We have hit halftime. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Breeze now on first down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
You ready? Got it.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Throwing now is Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Brady now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White from 8 yards out, and the Patriots are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Brady, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dante Hightower in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Got it! 90! 13! Over.
Breeze going to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
To throw is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Gronkowski, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
50.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
This is caught inside the 15. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
11.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On first down, it's Hill. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Now it's Hill. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And will be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Dante Hightower in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Breeze got to have this one. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Breeze. Now a desperation. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Still time to go for the win, but they've got to get up and spike it quickly.
21.
back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Got it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again, to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Ready? You ready? 21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
21. Ready? You ready?
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
13.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. On first down, Breeze. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. I'm on the road, I'm getting paid like what you want, baby. You a bougie, baby, but I love you, baby. Give you the world, baby. Pay $5 grand for a handbag like Saint Laurent, baby. We love that money, baby. 100,000 plus 100,000 my way. 30,000 plus 30,000.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Dante Hightower on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Caught here by Bell. Skirts by him at the 35. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Oh, still won't go down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the counter, here's Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's coming.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Focus.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time to Sonny Michel. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and it's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Brady now to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Javon Hargrave in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Brady to throw on second down. Nifty move by Gordon. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Shotgun now for Brady. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman from 4 yards out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Shreds the tackle. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Let's go.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Let's go.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Show that bench release and go.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, 70 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gronkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. Switzer now to return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give to Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. The give is to Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
go, here we go. Focus. Like 30.
Here's Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And it's Michel once again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. They go play action here on first down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down is Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Brady whipping one into Allen. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Now a play fake. Brady. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, finding some room at midfield. And down right around the 37. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Show that bench release and go.
They'll go again with Bell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's back to throw. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He gets it to Brown, complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Brady going to look to throw. Allen has it, left side. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Big Ben has the knowledge, certainly the weapons to pull this off. We know he's done it many times in the past.
And that transmits itself to the rest of the offensive unit because these guys know that with Big Ben leading them, they've got a lot of confidence they can get it done.
Let's go now. Snickers, 66.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.